Kyle Bogenschutz alongside Andre Barthwell down here representing Go Blue Wolverine at the Adidas Invitational in downtown Indianapolis. We have been all over the place. If there's any other gyms in the area, I just don't believe it.
Exactly.
We've been all over the place in the past day and a half trying to get a peek at Michigan commits, Michigan recruits. Michigan coaches are here. Obviously, it's the July evaluation period.
Absolutely.
They have been showing a lot of love to the class 2013 commitments. You know, we'll start with Zach Irvin and Derek Walton, the backcourt guys.
Yes.
What have you seen out of them in the day and a half so far down here at the Invitational?
Derek Walton just continues to grow as a point guard. You just see how well he runs his team. The beauty of watching him with his AAU team, the Michigan Mustangs, is that you can see they trust him. As soon as that ball comes out, they're giving it to him to run the show. I thought today, as usual, he got to the rack, scored. Mid-range jumper was working really well, shot threes, played solid defense, and dished assists to his teammates. Played really solid today.
And then Zach Irvin, obviously, we just watched him. He had a bit of a frustrating game, but he also had some things that were very encouraging as well.
Yes, he did. Today in an earlier game, he played against some pretty stiff competition, a close game, ran the point, and he really led his team extremely well. Hit some jumpers. I was more so impressed with the way he ran his team, you know, at the point guard position, because I'm not accustomed to seeing Zach at that point guard position. I thought he did well.
And then obviously power forward Mark Danow, who's been watched by Coach Beeline, Coach Meyer, Coach Jordan, the whole trio. He's done really well. He's really shown an improved passing ability in the post. He got a little bit of a test going up against a guy who's about 6'10", you know, with a little length. Got blocked a couple times, but to his credit, he came back and he kept battling, which is something that you definitely want to see moving forward. So we shift to the class 2014. A couple of guys that Michigan has offered. We got Trevon Blewett. We also have Devin Booker playing for the Grand Rapids Storm. We'll start with Blewett. Obviously, you know, it was kind of an out-of-nowhere offer.
Yes.
It was something that, you know, Michigan was in contact, but, you know, that you didn't know that it was just going to happen all of a sudden. Now they're out here, they're evaluating. All three of them are watching them at the same time. What have you seen out of Trevon so far?
Well, last year, what you saw was a guy that was a little pudgy, a little out of shape body-wise. He has totally transformed himself from a low-post player. Now he's a 3, possible 2. Trevon is a glue guy. I don't want that as a negative connotation, because sometimes when you say it's a glue guy, oh, he just keeps the team together, or he just does, you know, little things to help the team. But he's a talented glue guy. He understands the game. He's an outstanding passer. He can shoot the 3. You know, he just does everything well enough where he allows the game to come to him. Never in a rush. Trevon Blewett is a very good player.
And then you obviously go to Devin Booker, who, you know, you say the name of the game is versatility. He's just like that. I mean, he's got great size. It looks like he's still growing a little bit. Nice length. What I liked is the fact that he can get down there. He's not afraid to go grab some rebounds.
Exactly.
You know, when he gets to the rim, he got off to a little bit of a slow start in the game I saw, and then he picked it up. And when he gets hot, when he can put a few buckets in, look out. He put in about 13 points just like that. So he's someone definitely that Michigan really likes.
Yes.
We'll say that.
Excuse me. Also, the thing about Devin that you really love is his versatility. He can do a plethora of things out on the floor, and that's what really bodes well for the Michigan Wolverines if he does decide to commit to them.
And obviously the class 2015, there's a little bit of an interesting dynamic, I guess. You have point guard Hiron Edwards, who is someone that has emerged on Michigan's radar. You saw Coach Beeline and Coach Meyer watching him earlier today. And then, you know, aside from him at the point guard position right now in the class 2015, you have maybe A.J. Harris, teammate of Luke Kennard's, who's going to be in Chicago. And then also I went to see K.J. Walton earlier today. So there are some different options for Michigan at the point guard position in the class 2015.
And you can see that they're going every 2 years now. Obviously, they went with Trey Berg 2 years after that. Now they have Derek Walton coming in. And any of those 3 guards could step up. I really like Hiron Edwards. He's a very solid point guard who can run the team. Obviously, Jalen and KJ, you know, this is a beautiful thing for Michigan basketball. You know, if you've been a fan for a long time, they're getting back to that point now where they're getting the talent to compete just not for the Big Ten, but also nationally.
Absolutely, and you know, you can see that by seeing the amount of schools and what schools are watching some of these guys. I was actually talking to Derek Walton earlier. It's funny you mentioned him because I said we're trying to find the next you. I mean, every 2 years now they're just reloading with point guards. Now we saw a few more guys. A 2016 shooting guard, Aaron Gordon, the younger brother of former Indiana player Eric Gordon, now in the NBA, obviously, and he's a class 2016 kid, and he fit right in. He's playing a year up, and it's crazy to think about the class 2016, but he can definitely play, and that's something to keep your eye on, because Michigan assistant coach Meyer was watching him very closely.
Yes. Aaron Solid coming up. You see automatically his athleticism, which his brother, or as I say, his family ties, that's helped him considerably. And you could just continue. You hope to see that he's going to continue to grow into the player that you hope he will be.
One more guy I do want to mention, Jalen Coleman from the Indianapolis area, shooting guard, class 2015, 6'4", might even be 6'5" right now. Again, we say the word versatile a lot. Another guy who's incredibly versatile. I saw him earlier today, and just getting to the basket whenever he wants to. And he has that quick step, and he has those long strides to be able to do it.
Another guy, young guy, that you really appreciate his game because he allows the game to come to him, not in a rush. He sees the floor well. He shoots it well. He gets to any spot he wants to be so young. He gets to any spot on the floor that he wants. Just a very solid, good player that you can see down the road. If he continues, he's going to be a big-time player, as you can see evident of the college coaches that are there to see him.